Hi there, welcome to Apple World. This is where I cause problems. Al had composed, and I really do know plainly that Kimberly didn't simply look at pneumonia out of nowhere. Albie sure was basically not in that frame of mind to reside in, so it seems to be Kim Porter's ex-boyfriend. Albie sure backtracks the remarks he made after Diddy settled his claim with Cassie, and fans are presently hypothesizing that Diddy undermined ALB to prevent him from uncovering reality. With regards to Kim Porter's demise, I see something truly odd has been happening for as far back as last week, and it appears all of Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, is being scoured from the web. First, her Wikipedia page got erased, and presently, Albie is backtracking his past remarks about Kim being killed anyway. Puma Wright is most likely the main individual left who's not terrified of Diddy, and in another meeting, she again guaranteed that Diddy 100% had something to do with Kim's passing. Do you accept that Diddy has something to do with Kim Porter's demise? Totally without a second thought now. Panther didn't say purportedly. She said she knows beyond all doubt. Diddy did something to Kim clearly. These are serious allegations, but Diddy's legal counselors never sent a C or desist to Puma or take steps to sue her for criticism concerning Al Sure. He already freely alluded to Kim's demise as murder in practically no time before he fell into a 2-month unconsciousness, and to this end, fans are presently conjecturing ALB is retreating on the grounds that he's terrified that the following time he bafflingly falls debilitated subsequent to talking on Diddy he will not be so fortunate to get by yet. What precisely did ALB say regarding Cassie's claim in Kim Porter, and did Diddy truly compromise him? The websites were humming with this disclosure given by such a nearby contact of Kim's. However, in no time Al's post was controlled, LLING heiress gone forever. The discussion encompassing the demise of Diddy's ex Kim Porter is getting stronger constantly, and it appears as though Diddy's P group is staying at work past 40 hours to eliminate all data about Kim Fur. Roam the web. This discussion was reignited after Diddy settled the sensational claim with his ex Cassie, who sued him for SADV and stealing. Cassie really referenced Kim Porter in her claim, and said Diddy was still in a public relationship with Kim when he began purportedly prepping her. Cassie recorded her claim on November 16 day, and Kim passed on November 15, 2018, something that many fans accept isn't an occurrence. In addition, Cassie left Diddy for good in October 2018, only weeks before Kim kicked the bucket, and Patrick Wright, as of late, told Stormin that Kim conversed with Cassie in practically no time before she elapsed now. What's insane is that following Diddy settled his claim with Cassie, Kim's Wikipedia page was erased. Fans then, at that point, attempted to make another page, yet each time they did it get immediately eliminated. At long last, somebody figured out how to set up a mother page, yet assuming you go there. You'll see there's a message on top that says a manager has designated this article for cancellation. Yet for what reason are such countless individuals persuaded that Diddy had something to do with Kim's demise? Well, as a matter of some importance, the conditions encompassing her passing are exceptionally bizarre. She evidently passed on from pneumonia at age 47 anyway. She had no hidden ailments, and the first coroner's report expressed that she had no known history of medication use or liquor abuse about 7 days before she kicked the bucket. Kim supposedly began grumbling about an irritated throat and fostered a fever. Anyway, Kim's family said she recuperated rapidly, and by November 14, her temperature had returned to normal, and she felt fine. She even had a back rub and watched films with her family the prior night she passed on. However, on the morning of November 15, Kim's goddaughter found her lethargic body in bed, and at that point, Kim was dead, keeping in mind that the coroner's report expressed that the way of death was normal. Puma Wright guaranteed that the first post-mortem examination showed hints of toxic substances in Kim's body. Kim passed away from pneumonia. However, there's the primary coroner report that said that she kicked the bucket. It was governed a crime, and they tracked down poisons in her body to demonstrate that she had been harmed. Afterward, there's Albie Shear, Kim's ex and father of her child Quincy, who back in 2020 shared a post calling Kim's passing homicide and guaranteed Kim didn't simply look at out of nowhere over pneumonia. Al likewise put the hashtag "Don't allow the adoration melodies to trick you," apparently suggesting Diddy, and afterward, in November 2021, LB posted a legacy photograph with Kim and Quincy and composed "Now everything checks out." She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said to call the FBI. Albie likewise added that you could never accept what she went through. However, Only months after he posted this, ALB experienced an unexplained health-related crisis and burned through 2 months in a trance-like state. So after this most recent circumstance with Cassie reignited the discussion about Kim's demise, fans were looking out for ALB to say something, and he did. However, at that point, he immediately backtracked when individuals began referencing Diddy. After news broke about Diddy and Cassie's settlement, ALB shared this message. I really do concur that my assumptions about you were driven rigorously from my hopeful perspective on you. Trusting your dirty ways would disseminate with age or potentially the present status of issues that will ultimately uncover that you were on the finance and subtly some portion of them. Tricks fixed the riddle anyway. Sometime thereafter, ALB jumped back on Instagram to explain he wasn't discussing Diddy yet about another person he considered family he composed, so to refresh your sights and fictitious stories. Why I don't comment on or fret about legal disputes involving the following outcomes or another man or lady's business that is not my own, regardless of how firmly related my creative posts are. It might reflect genuine anyway. This just got fans talking significantly more, and they began guessing that Diddy compromised Ali or Quincy. Something else that raised caution were reports that surfaced about Kim composing a tailbook before she kicked the bucket. Diddy's previous protector, Jean Bond, apparently affirmed this last year and said Kim knew Diddy's most profound mysteries. He was with each chick, each buddy, whoever he needed to be with. You know when Kim was clearly false. Kim knows all his most profound mysteries. You comprehend Kim knew why he was utilizing the butt plug. Kim likely told all that in her book, and after Diddy settled his relationship with Cassie, Gene did another meeting with the Specialty of Life and said that Cassie's story is Kim's story. I didn't know Cassie yet, but I knew someone who was going through exactly the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter. Kim was going through exactly the same thing, the beatings. Gene referenced how Diddy supposedly broke Kim's nose and afterward flew in a specialist from abroad to fix it, which sounds practically the same as how Diddy was purportedly beating Cassie and afterward flying her to some colorful area until her face was mended. That is Kim's story, that is Kim's book, and then you catch wind of the way that he broke Kim's nose. Gene additionally pummeled individuals who reprimanded Cassie for not standing up prior, saying he actually saw exactly how much power Diddy has over others we expressed out loud, whatever that was his young lady, and she did on her own. She realized she didn't need to man, you can't say. That was a 19-year-old young lady, that what they call presently prepared by more established man, you realize individuals are picking apart her kin, are saying that what you realize, she ain't ideal for. Or setting a claim against him, however she procured all of that brother on the off chance that she headed off to some place, or she ran and didn't have any desire to do that. Their relationship, not exclusively, would have been over. He would have laid out an image that no other person in the business would have managed her. I seen him do it before. I seen him even tell individuals on the telephone before, like as he did Wendy Williams. He said we was in Cali when I returned to New York and that beach is up. In the radio, this is Wendy Williams, the most sweltering radio personality in New York City, when she put out those photos of the man pulling his jeans down, and it seemed to be some gay demonstration that was going on. He got on the telephone. He said, let me let you know this, when I returned to New York City, assuming she's on the radio broadcast, he's conversing with the radio leader. He said exactly the same thing he said, no one that I manage, no one that I know will do anything with you all, no business. At all. That is the power he had, that is the music business, that is what that is, are presently talking about. I'll be certain should backtrack his remarks since Diddy compromised him. It would likewise make sense of why, in a real sense, everybody in the business, with the exception of Fitty Fragrance and perhaps several others, appear to be terrified to absolute Diddy's name. One fan remarked on Al's post, I'm actually going to say that man did something to you since you were exceptional. Lie vocal about how Kim kicked the bucket, and he will pay for everybody he enjoys killed or hurt Harmony Al anyway. Others are guessing that LB